Welcome back, my dear students. Last time we studied about the introductions to alkynes family. Today we will talk about their physical and chemical properties of alkyne family members. Okay, so mostly properties of alkynes family members, they are matching with alkenes and alkynes, but some of them there will be a little bit differences. Look at here. If you want to check it, their first properties that alkynes are unsaturated hydrocarbons that share they are going to share a triple bonds at carbon sites. Means that all of them they are unsaturated hydrocarbon because of the triple bond between carbon atoms. Okay, so this is their first property. Next one, all of them they are colorless, they are odorless, they are tasteless. Colorless means that they don't have any colors. The odorless means that they don't have any taste, and they don't have any taste, but only except ethylenes, which are slightly it gives distinctive colors or distinctive odors. So it means it has a smells. First three alkynes. For example, the first one is ethynes, C2H2. Second one C3H4. Okay, fourth one is C4H6. These three, ethynes, propynes, butynes, they are in gaseous states. Okay, next 8 are in liquid state. It means that, for example, 1, 2, 3, these three are in gaseous state. So onward they will be in liquid state. Beyond others, all the alkane higher than these 11s are in solid states. Okay, so mostly when the number of carbon atom is increasing, so it means they will be changed into solid states. Alkynes are slightly polar in natures. Their boiling points and melting points will also be increased with their molecular structures, with their number of carbon atoms. If the number of carbon atom is increasing, so it means that their melting and their boiling points will also be increasing. Okay, so melting and boiling point is totally depend upon the number of carbon atoms. So for example, here you can see 2 carbon atoms, and the other one you can see 3 carbon atoms, and the other one you can see 4 carbon atoms. So just by increasing the number of carbon atoms, it means their boiling point and their melting points will also be increasing with the number of carbon atoms. So next one, we will talk about their chemical properties. So they are unsaturated hydrocarbons. If they are unsaturated hydrocarbons, so they can also undergo the addition reactions, okay, very easily. So first of all, additions of hydrogens. Addition of hydrogen in the presence of catalyst. In the presence of what? In the presence of catalyst. So what does it mean by catalyst? Catalyst speed up only the chemical reaction. Okay, so here if you have the this one, this is called propynes, because 3 carbon, you can see it here. Instead of propyne, you can also take it another example, C triple bond carbon, and here you can see one hydrogen is also attached here, another hydrogen also attached here. When you are going to add it with hydrogens, H2, in the presence of catalyst, in the presence of nickel catalyst, what will be happen? First of all, this bond will be break down. When this bond is break down, so one hydrogen will be attached with another one carbon, another hydrogen will be attached with another carbon. So here's a double bond compound will be formed. Alkene family members will be formed. What will be formed? Alkene family members will be formed. You can see it here. When you add more hydrogens here, so again this bond will be break down, and lastly we will be able to get alkanes. What? To get alkanes. So this is their first chemical properties, that addition of hydrogens. When we are going to add hydrogens in the presence of catalyst, so first we will obtain it alkene family members, which we call it ethenes, and lastly we will be able to get alkane family members, which we call it alkanes, which we call it ethane. Okay. Next one, additions of halogens. What does it mean by addition of halogens? Halogens means, halogens already you know about salt former. Halogens means salt former. Salt formers means fluorines, chlorines, bromines, iodines. These are called halogens. Okay, so when we are going to add halogens family members, halogen molecules, so what will be happens? The same situations will be occur here. So you can see it here that this bond will be breakdowns. One bromines atom will be attached, because you can also write it down in this way. C triple bond C. You can see hydrogens here. You can see a hydrogen here. Again, when you are going to add it with bromine, so bromine, you can also write it down bromine in this form. Okay, so what will be happens in the presence of carbon tetrachlorides? It is also a catalyst. So here what will be formed? 1,2-dibromoethene will be formed. Okay, double bonds, triple bond will be changed into double bonds, and one hydrogen atoms attached with one carbon, another, and same, and one bromine atom will be attached with one bromine carbon atom, another bromine will be attached with another carbon atom. So what we call it? 1,2 dibromo, because two bromines we have it here. Dibromo, bromo, what we call it? Ethane, dibromoethanes. What we call it? Dibromoethanes. So same, when you treat it with more bromines, this bond will be breakdowns. This bond will be breakdown. So one bromine atom will be attached with this carbon, the other bromine will be attached with this carbon atom, because when this bond is breakdown, so it has free electrons here. So it will share its free electrons with this bromine atom. So as a result, we will be able to get such type of compounds. Here you can see four bromine atoms, okay, and two hydrogen atoms, So what we call it? This is called 1,2,2 tetrabromo, because we have four bromine atoms. So we call it tetrabromoethanes. What we call it? Tetrabromoethanes. Next one, addition of water. What does it mean by additions of water? So you know that when additions are, we can also write it down as water in this form, HOH. Okay, keep in your minds. And on hydrogens we have a plus charge, and on OH we have a minus charge. But directly you cannot, alkynes directly cannot react with water, but in the presence of catalyst, in the presence of sulfuric acids, it can be bubble off to produce alkenes, to produce unstable compounds, which we call it vinyl alcohol. And lastly, this vinyl alcohol will be converted into ethanols. What we call it? Into ethanols. So this is the last compounds of additions of water with the hydrocarbon atoms. Okay, so same here. If this H2O is breakdown, so one parts of this H hydrogen atom will be attached here, and the other parts of this H2O will be attached with this carbon atom. So such type of compounds will be formed, but still we have a double bond there. You can see it here. And when it is rearrangement, when rearrangement is occurred there, so it will be, you can see COH, CH3COH, CH3, or you can also write it down C2, C22H. How many hydrogens? You have 4 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. So we call it a ethanols. What we call it? Ethanol is an organic compounds, which we call it ethanols. So I think it is enough for today. Next time we will talk about the nomenclatures. In next video we will talk about the nomenclatures of alkynes family members. Okay, see you, bye bye.